Hey everybody, this is Andy with Two Rivers Counterfeits Waterfowl Decoys, and I wanted to share a little tip today that I use on my big water decoys, especially ones that have long lines, that not only help adjust the amount of line that you have, which is pretty self-explanatory, but also helps you avoid that tin soldier look, as I like to call it. All of your birds facing directly into the wind or directly up current. I like to take a decoy that has a keel like this this is a hardcore here. I will take and drill a couple of big holes in the keel. Now some decoys actually have these already installed, and a lot of people don't know what they're for. But what this is for is normally, I've got my line sitting here, and say my wind's coming like this and my current's coming like this, and my decoy's just bobbing away nice and straight. Well, say I want some that actually look like they're swimming around a little bit more. The shorter you have your line to the bottom, the more action you're going to get, because there's less drag on the line, and that way small wind currents and shifts will actually make your decoys change direction a lot. So you want your depth of your line to match the depth of the water as closely as possible. So you do that, of course, by lots of people will just take this and make a loop over it and call it done, and that works just fine. Say now your 8-foot line is now about 4 or 5 feet. That works great, but you've still got a decoy that's facing directly in. Well, with these holes I've got in the bottom, all you do is double your line over. You come right through one of these holes. You take your bite, you come around the front. Now your decoy is effectively attached here instead of here. So now when the wind blows it, it'll sit side to. And that current and that wind acting together will move it. Rather than straight on, it'll actually be sitting sideways. You can do the same thing with another hole further back and change the angle a little bit more. And when you look at a group of birds from a drone above, they're all moving around and constantly in different directions. Ducks like to move in a swirl, almost like a hurricane. It almost looks like, especially if they're on a hot feed. So these are just little things that I've found that help out. So some of you newer waterfowl hunters, or even some of you seasoned guys that might not know what some of those extra holes that manufacturers put in decoy keels for, why they're there. That's probably why they're there. It's multiple attachment points, and that way, part of the reason I use this tangle-free line is it's strong, but I can actually thread it directly through there. And you can even do the same thing with Texas rigs or any kind of decoy. So that's just the way that I do it. There's lots of right answers, no wrong answers, just what works best for you. So might want to try it out. If not, hey, good luck this season. Thanks for watching.